Hi, Aries. This is Jess with your April 2017 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day. So, Aries, for the month of April, happy birthday to all of my April Aries, and happy belated birthday to you, March Aries, that has already celebrated your birthday. Happy birthday. So, in the month of April, I'm kind of seeing that there was money could have been low last month for some of you. Some of you that have been looking for work, it seems like you kind of either got a tip from a friend, someone that you know. I do see that some of you could be in training right now, so congratulations if that is the case. Some of you are tapping into a new business, a new job, something brand new that is in a totally different realm. Okay. And it may be something that kind of is close to your heart. So it could be something you've always wanted to do. And it's like, wow, finally, now I'm able to do it. Others of you that are unemployed and have been kind of putting the pedal to the metal and is looking for work, I do see that although you may have gotten some traction, like there's been some offers, some communication coming back and forth to you, it's not really clear when you're going to start. And that seems to be the theme, energy that I'm at least seeing with the few readings I've done so far, that it's the stop and go, right? So it's the, you're chugging and then the brakes are put on, then you're going and then it stops again. So it's that kind of energy. And for some of you, although you may have gotten an offer or you may have gone to another stage or a final stage, it may be, again, when it comes to actual start date or hearing that actual, this is, we want you, congratulations, even though you may be hearing in the background from other people that you may know, people that you've interviewed with saying that we really like you. It's just, some preliminary kind of like political red tape, if you will, before you actually start. And so for some of you, I do see that may happen in 4 weeks' time. Before you can actually kind of have systems going forward. So there may be some confusion around starting a new job, okay, for some of you, or getting all of the things done. Some of you may be rolling out a new business, new product, that sort of thing. But you kind of have to hold off and tweak things and make sure that everything is done to the letter, because there's some confusion around. Could be finance, could be, investment, that sort of thing. So details need to be worked out there. Now, it looks like for those of you that are in the work sphere, there may be a slowdown. Like work may seem to slow a little bit. Okay. Some of you your hours may slow down a bit in the month of April. I just get this slowdown. Okay. Some of you could be presented with a long project that you have to do for quite an extensive amount of time. Okay. I just see, again, for those of you that's looking for work, there's this energy of like this month may be a wash. Okay. Although you're ready to kind of start new and you're ready to kind of get going and move on. There's the people external to you. They need you to slow down a bit, and they need you because they need to work out some kinks and some things on their side of operations. Okay. They could be settling some things. Some people could be leaving, that sort of thing. Some people out, some people coming in. They have to reconcile their budgets before, again, some of you have all systems go. Now, I do see others of you, there may be something that comes out of the blue where you have to pay something. Okay. So if you have had a long-standing court battle or something that could have been in the background, like something happened long ago, you've forgotten all about it. And then all of a sudden you've been paying a little bit here, a little bit there. And then all of a sudden it's like this message or this judgment comes down saying that, hey, you have to pay more. Okay. So, and some of you may want to fight it. You may feel like it's unfair. Like, I don't pay that much. I don't have to pay that much. I don't owe that much. But it looks like you're going to have to kind of like just suck it up and make the payment. So just be careful with that. You can also hear that coming from others as well. Now, in mid-April, it looks like you're being called. For some of you, you may be called to assist or be part of a new project. Okay, work on a particular team, but I feel like it's a two type of twosome team. So two people, you and another person you'll be working with, and you may have some differences in your style and strategy of getting the job done. Okay, but it'll still get done, is what I'm saying here. There can be a situation where I feel and I see calm. Whatever, if there's been any issues, okay, let me say, if you were starting on a good clip with a situation and then all of a sudden it's like the brakes were pumped and you're kind of saying, okay, now I have to kind of like take a step back and kind of slow down, it's going to start to flow again. So again, you will start to hear, for some of you, it'll be mid-month that you'll start to get that call again, and you'll get those callbacks and you'll start to move forward. And it could be with finance, banking, that sort of thing. Others of you, if it's family, friends, that sort of thing, it'll start to get better the second week into that month. Okay. Now, there may have been some rifts or some problematic situations because a family member, friend, coworker, someone could have needed your assistance, your aid and money. And it's like, hey, I can only give you this amount. No, it's not everything that you need, but at least, I gave you something. Like, this is a little bit that I can do for you. Okay. And that may have caused, you to step back a little bit and feeling a little apprehensive of like, is this person using me? That sort of thing is kind of what I'm getting here. But everything will kind of work itself out. Now, at the end of the month, for those of you looking, like I said, there will be a resurgence mid-month for some of you, end of month for others of you. And I do see a transitioning from one position to another, leaving someplace and moving on to another place. Okay. And I do see that there may be some conflict. Okay, so you have like this mixed bag of energy in April. I know last month you guys were sitting on top of the world, like you were just happy. Everything was right with the world. Whatever newness that was coming into your life, you were newly single, you had a new job, you started a new business, you got a new car, you moved into a new house. That new energy literally permeated your life. And it was almost as if like you literally had a slice of heaven. This time, however, there seems to be external forces. So people other than yourself that is kind of creating a bit of, again, an ebb and flow, okay, a peak and valley in your energy. So it's having to kind of like settle some things, and it could be financial for some of you, reconciling issues with family and friends that created a fallout or a distance. Somebody kind of like took a few steps back. And at the end of the month, there may be, again, some type of fallout, discord between you and someone that you know. Okay, you may be trying to reach out to someone, and when you do reach out to that person, it creates a fallout. But as we relate to work, because I haven't dealt with love yet, as we relate to work, again, that project, that thing that you may have to deal with, or that you're working on, you may have to get a little bit more insight, research, that sort of thing. Excuse me. And you may be a bit conflicted, is what I'm saying. Do you stay with this project? Do you continue? Because you're going to take a pause from it, whatever you were working on, and it was gaining traction, and you were really feeling good about it. But at the end of month, you're going to, after doing some research, you may feel a bit conflicted. Like, do I stay with this or do I not? Do I move forward? Do I move on from this? Do I kind of let this go or table this for now? And do I just kind of focus on something else? Okay. And some of you will have the courage to leave something that may be moving too slow for you. Okay. It could be in a workplace where it's like, you keep hearing that, the job is yours, but you need to wait, you need to wait, you need to wait. And finally you're saying, you know what, I'm just not going to be, and it could be involved with a friend or a family member that's kind of giving you a tip, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to go, I'm going to leave because this is not healthy for me. Again, I always see like some conflict at the workplace. So some of you could be dealing with that where, it was kind of quiet at the workplace. Something out of the blue happened at the workplace where maybe some people felt like they're not getting their cut, they're not getting their fair share. It could be some hours cut back, that sort of thing. Things get back on track, and then at the end of the month, more drama ensues. Okay, and some of you may say, "Hey, I'm going to get the courage to just move on and leave this, or leave the environment, leave all of that drama, not allow it to attach to you." Because some of you, because there's a feisty person at the workplace that could be a bit problematic. Like they get off on banter, but it kind of is more than banter. Like they like to see people riled up. And you may just say, you know what, mentally I'm too strong for that. I'm not going to, fall into that pit, and I'm going to, either, find another avenue to take when I see that happening, or leave altogether. I do see going into April, I'm going into May. Once again, whatever you decide to let go and leave alone is going to bring a sense of happiness, a sense of recourse for you, a sense of reestablishing yourself. Okay, so some of you, again, I just get like this crabs in a barrel type of energy, and a lot of you are going to disconnect from it, not allow it to touch you, and really focus on self. Okay, so this will be a month of chugging along, trying to really engage and take a step back as you need to, kind of feeling out the energy around you. And I almost feel like you're going to be following the energy for an extent in this month. And then by month end, you're going to be back to your Aries self and say, hey, I'm focusing on me, and I'm going to put into me. And that will make you flourish. Money looks really good this month. Again, outside of just having to pay something out, and you're going to try to fight it, but it will be in vain. So you're going to eventually have to just pay it out and be done with it. But you're going to, once you really get back focused to work and whatever you do to gain capital, you'll be back on top. So whatever money it is you lost, you will be gaining that back and a little more. Now, love, I do see that some of you have been trying to work on a relationship from your past, or someone that you feel like you have this affinity for. You've either known them for a long time, or you guys really do. Like you have some type of commonality with each other. So some of you could have really been working on this relationship, or working hard toward working with this relationship. I feel like there could have been some truths told, some of you. And there could have been some truths told of like, this is the last straw, or this is how I feel. It could have come from your mate. And now you're really trying to work toward gaining the structure back, or, getting things back on track with this person. I feel like this person or you could have been really all hands on deck before. Okay. Some of you did come from a very conflicting relationship in the past, where it could have been money problems. You felt like the person was bringing you down. The person felt like you guys weren't seeing eye to eye. Okay. Now it's like either you were giving someone your attention, or someone was being very open emotionally to you, but there's some confusion as to where does your feelings lie, or exactly where their feelings lie. So there's some confusion there. I do see that you both had at one point real strong hopes, or definitely you, Aries, have had really great hopes as to where this situation can go, because there's a strong affinity. It's almost as if it's like you've known each other another life. You could finish each other's sentences. There's just this feeling like you've known this person for a very long time. Okay. And you really felt like this thing was going to go far. Okay. But I do see that there's a resting period. Some of you are taking a break, or the person is taking a break from you, specifically if you guys are dealing with someone with air-like qualities, or air sign Leo. So it could be a Leo, could have Libra in them, Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Now, some of my Aries men, they are thinking about a particular woman who happens to have very strong feelings for them. Okay. It's a weird dynamic, because for some of you Aries, there's a woman that loves you. She's made her claim. There's no boats about it. She loves you. Okay. But it's almost as if you're taking a step back, because for some of you, she's not on your level as it relates to a practical way. Yes, she has all the love in the world to give and to offer. But as it relates, again, to finances, you may find that you're more giving to this person than receiving. Okay. So they're becoming more of of a deficit for you, if you will. Okay. Now this person also may need some type of aid and help. And although I feel like you can give more, you're only going to give a little bit. And because of that, that may make you feel like you need to kind of step back a bit. Okay. Others of you, I feel that for my ladies, I feel that you're with someone that you really have feelings for. You fall in love with this guy. And at first, it seems like you guys were on the right page, on the same page. And it was, you're working, you're loving each other, everything is flowing. And now it's like he's taking a step back. He's taking a step back. And he's at a snail's pace. You may have not heard from him. Now, when you do hear from him, he's kind of like hands on, hands off, but it's more like a step back. It's not like he's completely out of the fold, but he's not as present as he once was. Okay. It's almost as if you didn't know any better, almost as if and this even includes if you're in a relationship with that person, as if you guys are not friends. It's almost like you can't really put your finger on it. Something's not right. The way that he's kind of changed and shifted in energy is not necessarily what was happening before, but you're kind of, I feel like some of you are playing the wait and see game. Now, there may be, somebody may call someone out, and this could be you or the other person, but someone may call someone out and say, hey, and consequently, Aries men, a woman could be sidelining you as well. So where you thought you had, there was some traction, she could have slowed you all the way down. And now you're like back in a friend zone is kind of what I'm saying here. There can be some kind of, it could be the 5th day in that some of you are addressing this, like, you know what, or 5 weeks from now, including this week. So it would be like 4 weeks from now. Someone's addressing the situation. Okay. Most of you, if you're experiencing this, it would have happened by now. 5th day, 6th day in, someone's addressing it. Want to know what is going on. Why are you not being as attentive as you once were? Now, mid-April, I do see that for my Aries men that was sidelined by a particular woman, you're going to kind of mature, right? And wisen up, and you're going to just be patient, and you're not going to fight and all of that stuff. You're taking on a very practical energy this month. You're taking up on a very grown person energy. And I remember saying last month to you guys that it's okay to step into this realm of maturity and only, accept someone that is ready for what you're ready for. So I do kind of see that happening for you guys mid-month. Consequently, because now you're not necessarily chasing this person, you're not doing anything that's like petty and, tit for tat type of thing. I do see that there's going to be a willingness from your lady to kind of reconcile. Okay. If you've possibly have put out some money or given some aid to someone, I do see that this person is going to compensate in some kind of way, show you their appreciation. Okay. Now, if it's the other guy that's been kind of cold and callous, okay, some of my ladies may want to kind of reconcile, because I do see reconciliation. It may be on his mind. One of you are going to make the first move to kind of reconcile a situation. Now, as we get closer to the end of the month, I'm seeing that there's going to be some kind of conflict. I don't know if this is old stuff that is kind of like creeping its head up, because it looks like it is. It's like something is going to be said that's going to create a problem. And that may happen at the beginning of the month, and then someone is bringing it up again at the end of the month. That's going to create a problem. Okay. Something that your mate says, okay, or does, okay, is going to create some problem. Your mate may reach out to somebody from their past. You may reach out to someone from your past. They may find out that you have, either you're pining for someone or you've tried to reach out to someone, and that's going to create some conflict in the relationship. I feel that the person may be trying to like calm you down, especially if they're the ones that's at fault. They may be trying to calm you down, trying to make you reason with them. But you may need a minute. You may need a few days, 2 weeks, that sort of thing, to kind of really kind of put things in perspective. This could also be the case with you, like a person in the moment. They may be saying, okay, fine, it's not a big deal. Like you said, it's fine, not a big deal. But then later, once they go home or they get some time away from you, you won't hear from them for a little while because they just need a minute. However, I do see as we get into May that, all things will kind of work itself out. So again, this is like a petty little simple things with a relationship. We have heavy Aries energy. So I've been noticing a lot of signs, especially last month, they were preparing this month, at the beginning of this month, to be very self-orientated, do what they want to do. And that may create, normal rifts and frictions in the relationship, which is what it looks like it's happening here. But by month end, some of you are definitely going to be able to get over that. Yeah. And I feel like there's going to be a coming together. And albeit I feel the two of you are going to be very much different entities, but throughout all of it, you're not going to be your Aries self. You're very practical this month. You are taking the slow approach, wait and see type of approach, because you don't want to lose this relationship. You don't want to, mess this up, as they say. You may be seeing some red flags, but it's not enough for you to disconnect completely. Okay, is what I'm seeing here. So yeah, nothing really major is what I'm seeing here. With you guys. So that's what I have for you for your month of April. If you would like to share how this relates to you, leave it in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you guys. And I think that's it. Otherwise, I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, Aries.